Next up we'll go to synths, and what I've done for this track to add a little bit more is I've got this China string, pretty much the same thing as what I've done with the other ones with a minimal loop. Got it playing here, and then I have it sent on this track here. I had it sent to a delay. You can hear it building up on each other, and then I have the little fill at the end here. With the fill. So they just little things like that help add a little bit more. I find that the biggest thing with making your track sound more full is all the sounds in the background. Obviously you're going to have the big synths and bass and kick and everything in the foreground. Try muting those and see what's left in the track. You'll find that sometimes there won't be anything in there, and it's just a case of going in and just adding little bits and little accents to help create a bit more fullness in your track. Another one that I've done that you can't really hear is just this squishy bell, which is just a preset that I found that sounded kind of cool. And all that does is just layer up on top of what the piano is playing, and then all I've done to one of them is just got the delay. If you go inside of that, you can see I've muted a couple of notes on this one, and you go into the other one, and then obviously the other ones are muted there. Instead of having to automate the delay on and off all the time, I've just got the two tracks playing. And then if you play it with the piano, sorry, that's the pad. If you layer it with the piano, if I can find it, here we go. And then with the track, can't really hear that squishy bell at all, but when you take it away, you can definitely tell that something's missing out of it. Another thing that I've done to spice up the track is just lots of little effects and little accents and stuff like that. I take all these. I've just got this little white burst that plays every now and then. I've got the normal filter sweeps with the little white risers. Got these glitchy effects. And that was just from the actual remix, the pack that I got with the remix. This guitar section here helps add a little bit more, and that come with the actual pack. And as you can see, I've just done a low pass filter on it. So all those little tiny effects help add a little bit more to the track. And lastly, we will go into the guitars and bass sounds that I've got. So the piano is just the standard Steinway from the EXS24. There's nothing really special about that. The guitar bass, what I did was actually go and record myself playing guitar, and because my guitar playing is rather terrible, I went and cut up the sections and found the best section. So my playing was nice and tight, and so you can hear there, got filtering coming on, so it brings in the sound gradually. Just simple things like that help add a little bit more to the track. And then to layer up the guitar sound to make it sound a bit more full, all I did was take this organ sound here. I take the distortion off. Sounds a bit like not really that much. Get a bit more. And then if I put the distortion on, sounds a bit like a guitar. So those all together, you have sounds a little bit rough like that, but in the mix it sounds not too bad. Next up is the bass. So I have just silent, nothing on there at all, and it's just playing really simple pattern. And then all I did to layer that up is play a real bass on there. Just run it through my Boss distortion pedal and away I go. You can hear it's nice and beefy. As you can see, it's sitting up in the low mids, coming into a bit of the lows there, but when I layer it up with the bass, helps add some more weight, and then in the track. So I think it kind of works there. The main point I'm trying to make with this is if you've done everything in the box, try and do some elements, some real elements, maybe a shaker or tambourine if you don't have anything. If you've got a microphone, just even play hitting your table for percussion elements, just something to add a little bit more to the track as opposed to just doing everything inside the box. And if you've done everything acoustically, try and do some stuff that inside the box, like using plugins and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully you got something out of that, and just you can use some of these tips on your tracks to help make them sound a bit more full. If you'd like to see anything else, feel free to drop me a line. Until next time, see you later.